Hi, welcome back to the Symmetry YouTube channel. Today we have a video from our Vault expert Chris Atherton about a new data standards extension available for Vault Professional. Thanks.
In this webinar, I'm going to take a very quick look at Autodesk Vault Data Standard. Data Standard is a subscription add-in for Vault Professional 2014 and my Project Explorer. And what you'll see is that I have a templates folder with some template files within here. So if I preview one of these files, you can see it's just a PowerPoint template that I can use then to do whatever documentation I need to. Data Standard allows us to use these templates to create new documents. So within Vault, if I right click on a folder, I can say I want to create a new standard file, and what it does is it brings me up a data card that I can fill in the properties required for this type of file. So in this case I'm going to pick a category, I'm going to pick which template I want, so we'll pick the PowerPoint template. I'm going to pick a numbering scheme, whether it's company one or sequential, put in a title, description, and any comments should I want to. Once I'm done, hit OK. Data Standard will go and create that file within this folder for me. This is great because it means that as an administrator you'll be able to control the templates that are being used. You can see my templates, I've got a life cycle on them, so I can release them and update them should I need to. But it means that users are always using the latest templates for their documentation. The other thing this allows us to do is the same thing with folders. You can see here I've got a folder for projects and a folder for standard. If I right click on standard and tell it I want to create a new folder, you'll see again I get a data card where I can put in a name, so folder name, title, and a description should I want to. Again, like any of these dialog boxes, we can put whatever categories of whatever properties we want onto these data cards, and we can make whichever ones we want compulsory as well. If I hit OK, you'll see that that creates the folder and it started to fill in the property information there. If I do the same thing on the projects folder, I've got my data standard set up so that it recognizes that it should be creating a project category folder within this projects area. In here I'm just going to put a project number, title, description, project manager, and a start date. When I hit OK, you'll see that's created the folder and it started to fill in the information. Because it's a categorized project, you can see that it's gone in as work in progress, and we could change the state of that folder at any point to release it. So Data Standard is allowing us within Vault to manage the templates for folders and for files. We're able to look at and configure a data sheet to show whatever information we want, whether we're looking at a folder or if we're touching on a file. Again, I've got a data sheet here. It shows certain bits of information. I can pick and choose what's going to be shown. If we move over to Inventor and I create a new file inside Inventor, in here we'll see that Data Standard comes into play as we're saving our files. So within Inventor I'm going to save my document. You can see it's picking up on my company numbering scheme. I've got a sequential and a company one. I'm going to hit OK, and you can see I've got a data card inside Inventor that allows me to fill in various bits of information. If I look at the file information, you'll see that currently I'm going to my working folder to the projects folder inside Vault. Now if I use the drop down, you'll see that all of those folders, including the one I've just created, appear on this list. If I swap to standard, you'll see that I'm showing standard folders, including the one I've just created. Let's put this into our project folder. I've also used data standard to concatenate certain bits of information, so the file type, the project name, the component type, to actually create the path that we're going to be saving this file into. What this means is that you're able to define and standardize the way that you save your data within Inventor. So you can see here that this file will go into parts. I'm going to give it a title, description, material should I want to, put it at gold, it's OK, and in it goes. Straight away data standard is asking us to check in this data. Why is it asking us to do that? Well, one of the common comments that I get of the design managers at various companies I go to is that the users are creating drawings, but they keep forgetting to put these drawings into Vault. With data standard, once you save that file, it's automatically asking you to put it into Vault, so there is no reason not to. So we'll say initial check-in, hit OK. I'll leave it checked out to myself, and you can see that's vaulted straight away. If I create a new assembly and click on the data card, you can see I've got the NICS number coming out of here. And if I look at the file information, you can see that again, if I pick my project folder, it's going into an assemblies folder within there. Difference on this dialog box, it's not actually asking me for a material, it's recognizing the type of component. What this allows us to do is configure different types of data cards depending on the type of file and the properties that already exist within it. That's quite powerful when you think about what that enables you to do in terms of where you're saving your data. Some of these properties may be compulsory, in which case the OK button would not appear until I've filled in that information. In this case I've not made any compulsory, I can hit OK, that file will get saved, and again it will ask me, do I want to put it into Vault. If I look at my Vault then, one of the other areas that we have with data standard is the ability not just to create new functionality on the right click menu, so you've got my new standard file, my new standard folder, but I'm able to create my own tabs. We looked at the datasheet earlier. One of the other tabs that I might have is the ability to generate and view the CAD bill of materials directly inside the PDM system. In this case I've created a tab that generates the bill of materials, and if I click export to ERP, data standard will go and export out a file, there we are, CSV file that we can then use to import into our ERP system. If this file changes state to work in progress, and I try export again, it recognizes the state of the file and says, well, you can't export this out because it's not released. If I try to do this on a drawing, it's not coming up with a bomb. If I try export, it says it's not available. So we can really pick and choose the functionality and build in the features we want into Vault. The same can be done whether it's files or folders. It can be done with items. So you can see I currently haven't got any items. If I take my pick assembly here and assign items, next and finish, close this, I'll jump to our item over here, and you can see again I've got two additional tabs that we've created, one showing associated files including the revision and the current version, and one showing again a datasheet. We have customers that have started using this to create their own functionality within items. Some use it to link to ERP systems so they can see and look up in the ERP system certain values and view those within this tab. Again, it's not just items that can have this configured, we can also do the same on our change orders as well. Data Standard is free with Vault Professional, assuming that you are on subscription, so it's well worth a try. Download it. Some of the configuration is available to use straight away out of the box. So for instance, if you create a templates folder, drop your files into it, you will have an option out of the box to create a new standard file based on these. Other bits of functionality such as the saving inside Inventor. I have done a bit of work to get what I wanted out of this. There is a default out of the box solution, but you may need to do a bit of configuration to fit your workflows. The real beauty of this is that at any point, if I save my file, it's fine. If I go to this Data Standard tab, I can save the file, I can view the datasheet again, or I can copy the document and create a new one, again using the same principle and picking up on all the same components. So Data Standard really does integrate with your workflows and standardize the way that you're working with Vault. If you've got any other questions, please do give us a call or drop us an email at sales@symmetry.co.uk. Okay, thank you.
I hope you enjoyed that. Come back to the Symmetry YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks, bye.